You clearly have no concern for my mental health, because when I put a poll up asking what my next read should be, you all said The Great Alone by Kristin Hannah. How dare you do this to me? Although thank you, because you know I love an emotionally devastating book, but while I was reading this, it really had me thinking, why do I do this to myself? I was in pain. Physical, mental, emotional devastation occurred while reading this. Actually, physical devastation. Not because of this book, but because I fell and bruised my hip, knee, in my hand. It looks like I punched someone. I did not. Moving on, I spent the last week or so reading this book, per your request. And Kristin Hannah does it again. We follow our main character, Lenny, who is the daughter of Ernst and Cora. It's the 1970s. They live in Seattle. Ernst suffers from PTSD from being in the Vietnam War. He's also an angry guy. He also has nightmares. But Cora is madly in love with him, and then Lenny, of course, is the daughter. She's about 11 years old, has no choice but to be with her family. One of Ernst's soldier friends passed away and gave Ernst his house in Alaska. So they're like, if we move to Alaska, we won't have to worry about our money troubles. We can just live off the grid. This country is going to crap anyway. Let's get out of here. So Ernst takes his wife and his daughter and they move to Alaska, completely unprepared for an Alaska winter. Luckily, the community pulls together. They're like, hey, you guys do not look prepared. We've seen your type around here before. We're gonna help you. We're gonna teach you how to hunt, fish, grow vegetables, prepare yourself to survive the winter. However, this story is so much more than just a family surviving a winter in Alaska. This spans most of Lenny's life from when she's 11 until almost, I think, in her 30s. As the winter gets closer and closes in on them, Ernst's anger and abuse gets worse and worse and worse. And by the end of this, my anxiety was at an all-time high. If you've read this book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There were so many heartbreaking, hard to read moments in this book, but at the same time, it was beautiful. The Alaskan imagery and the way Alaska is written about in this made me want to go to Alaska. I've never been, actually. I also, since finishing it, feel a loss because I want to go back to these characters and there's no more. There's no more story, and I want there to be more story, even though it wrapped up very well and I'm very satisfied with the ending, although it was devastating and a total emotional roller coaster. I also will say, if you're reading this, the first half of this book, it's pretty slow, but it's still enjoyable. But once you get past the halfway mark, even to like page 300, so past halfway, you get 2/3 of the way through. Oh my goodness, things really pick up the pace and I could not put it down. Like, I probably read the last 200 pages in 2 days because I was that invested in the characters and what was going to happen because we'd spent so much time with them and just building out this story. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. It's also a fantastic winter read. I think every Kristin Hannah book I've read so far is 5 stars. I absolutely love her writing. I think I'm going to pick up The Women next. I actually have it.